Hey everybody, I am Patty Hardy, and today I am going to do a quick how-to video, and we are going to talk about contouring. I have found that the last few faces I have color matched for and helped do in person, it was the first time that those friends use contour. So we're going to do a quick video. I already have my face on, in a sense. I've got my highlight on, my main highlight, which is a wheat this time of year, and my brightening highlight, and today I use linen. I've already done a little bit of eyeshadow and have on what I'm going to be using on my cheeks. I already have that on my lips. So let's get focused today on contour. I'm going to be using the color Henna, and I'm going to use my detailed hack brush. I love this one for contouring. It's perfect. It's the perfect shape, and this end will allow you to do your nose. So this can be used for a multitude of things, including highlight. But today I'm going to be using this for contour only. So I have my henna here, and it's in my big palette, my artist palette. So I'm not going to show you all of that, but I am going to tap in just a little bit of my contour onto the end of my brush. When you contour, you want to go just below your cheekbone. So find your cheeks, do the fishy face if you need to, and you're going to go right underneath. You're going to create literally just an angled line here to give you a little shadow, just a little dimension, just a little depth. It's not a dark line by any means. The contour definitely is darker than your normal skin, but you don't want to make it too dark and too heavy. You will be blending this in though, so don't panic if you get a little bit on. It is obviously a cream like the rest of our makeup, so it makes it easy to blend. And when I put my contour on my cheeks, I put it underneath my cheekbones, and then I pull it up a little bit, all right? So you wanna always contour underneath your cheekbones. Do you see how that automatically kind of sculpts out my cheekbones? I look different than I did before I put it on there. So you're giving yourself just some dimension. I'm gonna use the smaller end of the same brush and put a little bit of the contour on my brush, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to work on contouring my nose. Now, when you contour your nose, you are just streamlining. I go all the way up into the corners of my nose and I come down. You want these lines on your nose to be pretty close together by the time you do your next one. You don't necessarily want to follow the outside of your nose, or you're just accentuating how wide it is, which for me, it's pretty wide. So I'm going to be coming in just a little bit, not on the outside edge. Again, going all the way up to my eyebrows. That kind of gives you a little starting point, I guess. And then I come down and do the tip of my nose as well. So you can see I have given myself a shadow there. And I've come down, and imagine if you had a fork, like a regular fork that you would eat with, you know, if you were to put that on your nose, then this middle section here is gonna be your brightening highlight. And then in between the little slats right there is where you're gonna put your contour. So that kind of gives you a visual. Now you can see it. I'm gonna blend it in with my brightening highlight in just a minute, but you can kind of see that. Another place you wanna contour is on your forehead, just to give yourself a shadow and to give you some dimension up there. So again, I'm taking my henna and putting it, see, you can see that, but I'm gonna be blending that on up into my hairline. And again, I've already got on my highlight. So I was careful when I put it on to kind of leave me some room so I'm not layering my makeup. I don't like to do that, especially in the summer. So I kind of left me a little bit of space up there to do my contour, but if you want to layer yours, by all means, go ahead. It does not hurt a thing. And then I pull it on up into my hairline, all right? Last place you want to contour is underneath your chin here. Now, this little part will kind of be, oh yeah, hit 40 and that little part comes. This little part will kind of be hidden because you're creating a shadow. And I am literally just going on my jawbone all the way up to my ear, all the way around, and I'm pulling down. It always looks like I'm in pain when I do this on video. I'm not, I promise. It's just hard to talk and pull at that little thingy in your throat, that little Adam's apple. So you have contoured here. And see, you're giving yourself a shadow, a chiseled out, three-dimensional kind of a look, all right? So I have officially put my contour everywhere I want it to go. I'm gonna go back in with my brighten and highlight because you can see I need some work on that nose. I need to put my brightening right here in the middle. So I'm just gonna use my finger because it gives me a smaller place to work with. And I'm just gonna kind of tap that in where it goes. And I come on up with my brighten and highlight. So I'll blend that in for sure. But on the sides of my nose right here, you can add a little bit of highlight. And I'm just, again, using my nose. Using my fingers. I'm not using my nose, I'm contouring my nose. And then I'm just gonna take my brush that I put my highlight on with, and I'm just gonna kind of blend. You can also use your Perfector sponge to do this, or you can use either end of your 30-second hack if that's what you have. And I am doing this very lightly and just kind of blending it, tapping it, making sure I have that all nice and blended in without getting rid of the contour. Now, I also did not put on my blush, my lip and cheek on my cheeks for that very reason, to show you how to add the color now. So I've got my contour in place. Today I used Hollywood. So I have Hollywood on my lips. So again, I'm just using my finger, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Hollywood and I'm gonna dab it on the apples of my cheeks. Now, you remember the contour went under my cheekbones. So your blush is gonna go right on your cheekbones. So I just tap that in place. Again, taking the same brush that I used to put my highlight on with, my 30-second hack brush. A lot of times I find myself pulling this one or the B-squared brush. Those two are my favorites. If I do like a cheetah hack and I put my makeup on with my fingers, my highlight and stuff on with my fingers, then I pull that B-squared brush. All right, so I have taken my Hollywood color and I've put it right on top of where I put my contour. Do you see that? It still creates a shadow. And then you noticed when I was kind of swirling it and blending it in, I was going in circles down and around, right? To kind of blend together. You don't want to get completely rid of your shadow from your contour, but you want it to blend a little bit. So see, you can still see that natural shadow there, that three-dimensional look. So now it gives me that natural chiseled out look, you know? Makes me look like I've got cheekbones again that I used to have. All right, so now I'm just gonna take a little bit of illuminator because I did not do that already. So I'm just grabbing some Dulce and sticking that right here. That Hollywood looks good. I put a tad bit of Tropicana on my lips on top of that Hollywood, just because I love that shimmery look. And the more I looked at my shirt, the more I thought those flowers are not just pink. There's a lot of coral in there too. So I put pink grapefruit, no, Hollywood, just kidding. Hollywood on my lips, and then a little bit of Tropicana on top of that. So friends, that's it. When you want to contour, you remember to put it underneath your cheekbones, on the sides of your nose, as you would if you were to put a fork on your nose. So remember those 3 sections. Your brightening highlight goes down the middle, and in the slats would be your contour. So just imagine that, picture that on your nose as you're contouring your nose, and that will really help you. So contour from the corners of your eyes, almost up here where my eyebrows are, really, it's kind of where I started, and straight down. And then I did my tip of my nose a little bit. I gave my forehead that shadow. I pulled it up into my hairline, and I also contoured my jawline and then pulled it down just to give myself that shadow look too. So you put contour where the sun would hit you, where you would want to have those natural shadows anyway, all right? So this is my final look with contour and all. See that? So completely done. If you have any questions, always feel free to message me. Send me a message on Instagram, on my Facebook page. That's fine as well. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching.